I'm with my friend of a friend of a friend of a plumber, my friend Ryan Gray here on the North-South Connection Podcast Network. Video only exclusive tier list rank the best big men, hosses, or as a tier list says, fat guys, in WWE history. I'm JT. Ryan, you came up with this idea. Well, I think you're a searching tier maker, so I don't want anyone to think you're fat phobic.
Yeah, I'm not a fat guy hater. I'm a fat guy lover. I was searching. We were searching tier maker, looking for something to do, and then this one just kind of caught my eye. We're looking at belt designs, maybe like Hasbro figures, and I just said, "All right, we have to do fat guys."
I feel like this is gonna Marcus is gonna see this pop up and just be like tunnel vision and then just refute everything we do here tonight. Um, so this is an existing tier maker list. If you want to contribute your own and put it in the comments, we'd appreciate anyone who actually subscribes to this channel as you watch this and puts your own comments in. And hey, what did we mess up? What does your tiers look like? And any future tier list ideas that you would like to see, be sure to leave it there because we have a lot of these types of videos. If you go searching through our channel with different tier lists, we do different Sporkle quizzes, and then we have also longer form podcasts as well. That we do in video format, going through the history of ECW, Monday Night Wars, stuff like that. So let's dive in, Ryan. One thing I'm already upset about, though, as we were preparing for this, I realized there was a major omission. I'm looking again to make sure. I mean, we got some real bums on this freaking thing, and Akeem. Akeem's
Yeah,
not on here. The one, or even as one man gang. I mean, he's got a main event run as the Twin Towers. Like that's a big gimmick. Why is Tensai on here and he's not on here? Or Festus?
I was gonna say Festus is the one that's kind of like, I don't know, maybe George Gray wasn't a fat
Oversight.
guy. I don't know.
It's an oversight. I think at the end we'll rank him where we think he should belong here.
Yeah. And I'm sure we'll come up with another fat guy or two, but I cannot take my eyes off of Yokozuna's gut just kind of sitting there underneath the tier maker. Perfect setting.
Resting beautifully over his fupa. All right, so Akabono. Look, I think he's probably a great. Well, I'm not saying probably. He is a great sumo wrestler. I don't know if Chad's still dialed into the sumo game, but I know he spoke very highly of Akabono in the past. He was fine in his one WrestleMania match, and I think he's done some other stuff overseas. But I think as far as his WWE career goes, I'm gonna probably put him under a bad fatty. I don't think he's trash, but
He's a bad. He might be trash, but bad fatty is probably his ceiling. We'll
yeah.
put him there.
All right, put him there. All right. Obviously, if we're just going to go in order here, we're going to knock out a couple big ones quick, literally and figuratively. But let's go ahead and move. Are you controlling this or I am? You are, right?
I am now.
Okay,
All right, bad fatty, Akibono.
All right, Andre the Giant, best fatty, GOAT, all-time legend, great.
Nothing to talk about. The best
Not
fatty
controversial.
around.
I'm putting these next two guys under best fatties too. I mean, Bam Bam Bigelow.
Bam.
I mean, if we're just talking his WWF career, which I think is what we're doing here, you can maybe talk good fatty over best fatty, but he's so good in the ring. Like I think the ring work speaks for himself.
He's one of the better in-ring wrestlers on this list.
And he's got the LT match, which is like
he's got
iconic, like carry job.
Everyone knows who Bam Bam is, and just everyone knows who the Boss Man is. You said you want to put Boss Man up there too?
Oh, 100%. It's not even a question.
Yeah.
Not even a question.
So I don't even think there's much to talk about. He was as a kid, I was a favorite fat guy.
And he's a guy that, as he lost weight, rose up the ranks, right? Like if you look at him at 88 versus like 91, he really got himself to really good shape. But he was fantastic. He's a big fat heel, beat the shit out of Hogan in their feud. So that goes there. All right, next we have in the pictures Big Daddy V, Big Fatty V, but also King Mabel from Men on a Mission, Viscera, world's biggest love machine. I think I'm going good fatty for him.
Good fatty? I was thinking meh, but I'm all right with a good fatty right now. I think it's definitely a ceiling here.
Yeah.
I don't think he's a bad fatty just due to longevity, but I just think overall he's a meh. But I think we'll see as the.
I think he's a victim of his push is the problem. Like I think he got a push he probably shouldn't have gotten, because his other stuff is fine. Like you hear all about on our audio only channel in North-South Connection, New Gen on a Mission. They're going through the new generation era of WWF. Like they're into '94. Like they always talk about the Pops Men on a Mission get, how over they are, and how impressive he was. And even as a heel, like he was fine. You know, like that match with Diesel's maligned, but like it was fine. And then like his stuff as Viscera later is not bad. I like Big Daddy V. Like I there's a chance he goes down to meh, but for now, I think he's at least deserves conversation as a good fatty.
Let's solidify it. He has memorable fat moments like humping Matt Hardy, being in a love angle with Lillian Garcia, and just
And the iconic yeah, Flash Ken Shamrock on Raw.
yeah.
I talked about that in a recent No Holds Barred. All right, Big John Studd, best fatty,
Ooh, really?
best fatty.
Why so? Tell me.
Iconic character in the early '80s. He's got the Rainstorm Puerto Rico match. He's got the WrestleMania 1 feud, which is one of the top matches on the card. He's got the haircut angle. Um, he's got the comeback, which kind of sucks, but he still gets the first really official Royal Rumble winner on pay-per-view.
Mhm.
His team with Bundy is really good. Again, I think he might come down to good, but I think for now, because I'm looking at the rest of the list and I see one probably. Well,
Too much.
no, we might have three more.
At least two.
Oh fuck, we
At
may have
least
four
two.
more. All right, I'm gonna call it now. I think I'm ready to shift some guys already. I think Mabel's going to meh. I think we should have renamed these categories because meh to me is like it should have been best fatty, great fatty. Can you edit this on the fly? I think you
All
can.
right.
I want best fatty. I want great fatty. I want good fatty. Here we go. It's Heiderreich all over again.
No.
Go with good
I
fatty.
had a pop up.
I want okay fatty. And then we could do bad at the end. I don't think anyone's trash. Yeah. Okay. All right. Now we're rolling. All right. So we got Mabel in the good. I think he's good. We're going to move Bigelow and Stud to great. Because I think we got a couple other bests down here that we're going to have to contend with. We can't have a million bests.
All right. So what are we doing?
Bigelow and Stud, I think, go to great. Bossman's going to stay in best for right now. There's a chance he comes down.
Okay.
All
All
right.
we're good.
I think
Now
Big Show's, he's going to go to best, I think. Right?
Ooh.
You disagree?
Yeah,
Agree?
if we got the boss man up there, I don't know. It's just Andre's above both of them, so it's just like.
Well, I mean, if you wanted, I mean,
I know.
Andre's. We'll have him at the beginning to delineate it. I mean, Andre's all time great, but we'll put him in order at the end. But I think Big Show's just had the longevity, the run. He's got the matches. He's got the title reign. He's got everything. I mean, he's synonymous. He's like a massive star over the last 20 years.
Yeah. All right, Bray Wyatt. I'll put him as a good fatty right now, but
He might drop to okay.
yeah, I think he is enough warranted. I think his fattiness is kind of is hurting his career here.
Yeah, I mean, what's he really got? The Bryan match and some character stuff, I guess.
I was gonna say a lot of character work, popularity. He's a popular fat guy.
All right, we could have
All right.
kept trash for this guy. He can go to bad fatty. Brodus Clay. It has nothing to even do with the current day stuff. I could never stand him. I didn't really care for the Funkasaurus. He bastardized Ernest Miller theme song. He was whatever as the bodyguard. Like
Yeah,
I never vibed on him.
All right, I think this is no discussion. We just could go
Yeah.
right there. Boom. I'm even put him right next to Andre, son of a plumber, grandfather father of Cody Rhodes.
Mm-hmm.
Just legend. Look at
Again, I mean, it really, if we're going by just WWE, there's some talk that could happen that he maybe would be down, but I think just like his name value and legendary status,
but they embraced the fat.
they did embrace the fat. And they even
embraced
gave him a fat manager in Sapphire to go with him. But he's got some great stuff later with his sons and the Shield and all that. Like in the match of the Orton, like in the cowbell match and all that later on. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Definitely for sure. Oof,
All right.
this one looks like everyone's uncle. What do you think, Justin?
Top of the great. Top of the great.
Ooh, I prefer him over Big Show, but Big Show has the longevity. He's only been around from what 90 to 94, and then even 93, 94 is garbage, and 92 is garbage. So yeah, he doesn't have the.
He's really got like 2 great years. The Hogan
feud.
feud.
He's got the Golga.
He's got Golga. He's got the Hogan feud.
That's fat guy stuff.
He's got the Hogan feud and the Jake feud are his best work.
Yeah. Plate burgers. That's fat guy stuff.
Yeah, he's got a lot of great. Oh, he's. I mean, I would have debated him for best. Honestly, I think it's possible, but
we might move him up.
Yeah.
All right.
Festus isn't a fatty. Bad fatty.
Yeah.
He's not even a fatty. He doesn't belong on this list.
I know. He looks jacked in this picture. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
All right. Haystacks Calhoun. I don't know. What do you think? Tell me about him,
Well,
Justin.
all right. So my
What do you,
grandfather, when I used to watch wrestling, would talk
yes,
about Haystacks Calhoun nonstop. Anytime wrestling
he was
came
good
up,
at it.
he told me about watching Haystacks Calhoun
Absolutely.
locally. I think he's of that era growing up. Like for now, if you're growing up as a kid, you probably hear stories about Stone Cold Steve Austin or The Rock,
Mhm.
or even Hogan. But for me as a kid, I heard about Bruno Sammartino, Haystacks Calhoun. Like those are the names I always heard about.
Yeah.
I think he's great. I think he's a great fatty. I think he's like the first
All
real
right,
fatty.
we'll put him right next to
Yeah.
Big John Studd.
I think we got to
All right.
give him the. I mean, I think there's some. You get like D'Amato on here, or some older school fans, Dr.
Oh,
G or whoever. Like they may say like best. Yeah, I mean, if they may have seen more than I have of them. I'm just going by not that they're that old, but you know what I'm saying. I knew of him just from my parent, my dad, and my grandfather always just talking about going to watch him. And it was like a huge spectacle. So I think he was like Andre before Andre for like that generation of fans that got to go see him live and stuff, like this huge larger than life character.
yeah, we'll take your word for it. All right. This guy's Happy Humphrey. I don't know. I think we go okay fatty. He was
Yeah.
around in the 50s and 60s. And I only say okay fatty because Chad Campbell didn't know who he was when we asked him.
Okay.
So I had to kind of dig deep on who this was. So
I'll
I
say
think
this. Go ahead.
he had a brief run in the WWF under Vince Sr. So that's all I could get on him.
I'll say this: canceling out, not having Akeem, they at least didn't put stupid Uncle Elmer on this list either, because he
Oh,
would
that
be
would
in
have
the
been
bad fatty.
bad fatty right there for sure.
Yeah.
All right,
All right.
modern day fatty here. He's
Poor
great.
Kevin Owens.
For sure. Great for sure. I think we put him right in between these
Top of
guys.
it. Top of it.
Ooh, all right. Well, I don't want to disrespect him and like call him
No,
fat. You know what I mean?
yeah,
He's
I
like,
know, but he's on the list. We got to rank him. I'm debating best.
I prefer him over Big Show.
I'd put him in best. Put him after Boss Man.
All right. I don't think we're wrong. I don't think we're
No, I
wrong.
mean
Yeah,
after the re-signing of the contract and the Austin
he's not
feud and all
be
the
around that son.
Reigns and Bloodline stuff and Zayn. I mean, it's just.
Yeah. And
I mean, you could argue within the only WWE, if we were to do this list from an only WWE lens, as of this point on this list, he'd probably be second to Andre.
yeah,
If you're
you're
talking about pure WWE career output,
that's
I think
crazy.
he'd be second to Big Show,
Yeah.
be third.
You're not wrong, and that's crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a great call. I just feel bad for calling him fat. You know, you don't
I mean,
really.
he's
When was
husky.
the last time you think he worked out anything other than his arms? You know,
Yeah, he's a
so I
strong
guess
motherfucker.
it's kind
I
of
mean,
boring.
what's really impressive is his health.
Yeah,
For a guy like with that girth to not have like major back injuries and issues and like continue to like he never misses. Knock on wood, poor guy. I don't want to curse the guy, but I feel like he never misses any significant time. So
no, for sure. And he bumps his ass off like a
yeah.
fucking cruiserweight. He's the stud. All right, we got here next is Bundy. What do you think? Good or great? He's
So
tough. He's
he's
iconic. If we go here for Case Out, everyone knows who King Kong Bundy was.
you got to put him next to Stud. I think they go hand in hand. What hurts him is that comeback run, but it's short, so I don't want to ding him too
He's
much
got a
because
Mania match out of it, but
yeah, it's fine. That Taker match is so bad, but I mean, you got the WrestleMania 2 is awesome. You got the midget stuff, which is great, iconic stuff. WrestleMania 1, the record-setting match. So yeah, he's up there.
We got some good hitters coming up, man.
This list is hard, dude. Like I think we're gonna have all best and great.
Yes.
Henry's great.
Great one coming right here.
Yeah.
Mark Henry, the world's largest love machine, the sexual chocolate. He was like he embraced the fatness when he was a mid carder, but when he became a world heavy, when he came world heavyweight champ in the Hall of Pain, you didn't really. He was like a big guy. He wasn't fat. You know what I mean? So
I'm saying it now. I'm not letting my OCD take over this list. I am just going like if we have 30 best and great, and we have a couple good, and this is how they gave us. This is the guys they gave us.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to punish other dudes. We could rank them in the tiers, but I'm not going to punish Henry or Stud because we have not enough good. You know, I mean, this is what it is.
All right. So Henry's better than Bundy. Is he better than Bam Bam?
I think right there is good. I think him, Quake, and Bam Bam are all pretty similar.
All right, this is a personal favorite one of mine. We got to go good. He's a good fatty.
Yeah.
He crushes everything. He's great in romantic storylines. He's a great tag team.
Put him above Bray. He's above Bray.
He can go. Oh,
Bray's got more bad stuff than him.
I know. He just hasn't. I know. I agree. He just doesn't have the push, but he is a top tier fat guy in the world of WWE. Oh yeah, that's Otis.
All right, I think Rikishi's at the top of the good. I think you could argue great, but we just got so many.
Yeah, he's just
I
he
almost want to rename it good to like almost great. Like, there's some
yeah.
guys here that are like, I think Rikishi is just 'cause some bad on the back end that hurts. No, pun intended. Um, his best stuff to me is his Fatu. Like,
Yeah,
I
but
mean, he's big as Fatu, but he's not.
are
You
we
know,
disrespecting his ass right here? Like the reason why he's on his ass
I
is
know.
his asset. He's got the most iconic fat party
Yeah.
part here.
Yeah, I mean, he's got an awesome run in 2000 where he's super over.
Yeah.
Um,
He
you could
just
argue after Andre and Dusty and Boss Man, he's probably like the most over of anyone on here. Like at
I
his
mean,
peak, you know what I mean? Like he was probably the hottest at his peak after those three guys.
would you put him over? Nah, you ain't gonna put him over Stud, but you could ya?
Mm.
Uh,
Nah,
it's
they were
close.
both big during the biggest time, so I don't want to
Yeah,
discount Stud and Bundy's being on top of a hot
yeah.
era as well. I mean, Stud kind
They
of,
they won Rumbles and main evented WrestleMania.
yeah,
Yeah,
like Bundy. Yeah, I mean Bundy's got above him for sure. I mean, you could maybe debate Stud because Stud's time kind of came down by the time the peak was like he's done before WrestleMania 2. So like,
yeah,
but and he's such a big part of WrestleMania 1 and those early, really like breakout.
yeah. You know, low key, Bundy has shitty squash matches too. They're never
Yeah.
interesting. They're never decent. They're just kind of there. All right. Anyways, Tensai, Albert. Think of a big sweet tea, fucking whatever. What do you think? Is he okay fatty? Is he a good fatty? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean he's fine. I don't know. Like I
He
think,
moves well. He's like a mix of Otis and Rikishi in a way, where I don't know. He's fine.
yeah, I think nah, put him in okay, top of okay. He's got too many failed pushes. Like I don't mind him as Albert like early, but I don't think he's fat then. Like when
Yeah, he's
he's
just he's broad
when he's like
shouldered.
Albert, he wins the IC title and he has that match with Kane. Like he's not really fat then with TNA. He's kind of jacked. Like I think when he comes back as Tensai, he's fat and he doesn't do shit. Like by then,
Yeah, Bruins just lost. That's sad. All right.
there you go.
I'm
Timestamp on
gonna
this.
I'm gonna I'm gonna
Dating
go.
us.
I'm going to eat a box of the Oreos after this. All right, Typhoon. Fucking
Okay.
okay.
I think top of
And
the okays.
yeah, he's better. He's memorable at least.
I mean, he kind of sucks, but like he at least like the tugboat's memorable. The
Yeah.
turn on the Bushwhackers is memorable. National Disasters Tag Team Champions.
He just looks like 1992 in this picture, by the way, with the mullet and the
Yeah.
fucking.
If he was like a little less fat, I think he could have been a star. Because you look at him like in that WCW run, even he stands so big and strong and broad, and his arms are huge. Like I just think if he could have moved a little bit more, he actually might have been like a bigger deal.
Yeah. All right, Umaga. Oof. He's a great guy. He just doesn't have the longevity. What do you think here? Is he?
Probably at the
All right,
back of the great or the top of the good. I mean, you could argue he's comparable to Rikishi, but he's just got a couple, some better
yeah,
matches. I
he
think
has a
he's better in the
five-star
ring.
match, give or
Yeah,
you know what I mean? He's got the
yeah.
epic match with Cena. He had the great
Yeah,
run in
he's in the
06.
Trump match, which is like one of the biggest drawing
Yeah,
matches of all time. I know it wasn't because of him, but he's still in it.
he's a great guy. He's a great.
Yeah.
All right, Vader. Uh,
This is a tough one because again, if we're going just WWF, I think he's good. If we're talking all around, like we just know how great he is, he's the best.
so it's
Um,
comparable to Bam Bam, by the way you
I think
say it.
he's in the Bam Bam Quake category on a WWF list. Again, caveat: if
Mm,
we're doing all time, every whole career, I think he's well. But we got Dusty in the best.
yeah, but Dusty is a top tier guy. Vader is, but all right, let's do this. He has some smelly gloves, so he has historical bad guy traits. Now
Yeah.
we can reshuffle once we get there.
Okay.
Yoko,
Best in the construct of the WWF. He's at the best tier.
yeah, he just all right. So
Oh, we got some synergy here. We got some. I like it. We got some.
okay.
You
Well,
know.
yeah, we got that's actually really good OCD right there.
Yeah, we
If
got
you look at
7,
it,
7, 4, 4, 2. I
yeah.
like it. Um.
All right.
So I think I like Andre Dusty 1, 2.
Should we go KO over Bossman? He made evented two
Yeah,
WrestleManias in a
I think
row.
KO over Boss Man. I
Big
think I
Show over
go
Bossman.
no, but I
Big
think I go
Show.
Vader Yoko over Big Show. Big Show's tough. He's like the Undertaker of this, where he's got a lot of great, but he's also got a lot of bad on top of it. Um,
Bossman or Vader. Yoko or Vader.
Yoko above Vader in the WWF list. Again, this is tough because we're kind of
Yeah.
mixing and matching, like, but you know,
Yoko or the Guardian Angel?
Bossman. I like Bossman above. I think
Yeah.
he's just better.
All right, so we're good here. Bam Bam or Quake?
Quake,
Henry or Bam Bam?
probably Henry.
Bundy, Henry.
I'd go Henry second. Henry, then Bigelow. Then I like it. I'd leave it like that.
All right.
I think
Keisha.
Calhoun is like a weird one.
Yeah, we're
We don't
not
know enough
smart.
about
We're
him.
not smartened up on him. We're respecting
Yeah.
the order.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Quiche there after Umaga. I think that's like a natural
Mhm.
1-2 because again, Rikishi's Fatu stuff I think is up there, and then he's got the run. I mean, you could argue he was way more over than Umaga at his peak, but Umaga's got the match catalog that he doesn't. So
Otis above Wyatt is awesome.
yeah,
I'm here for it.
that's good. I think Mabel above both of them makes sense.
Yeah.
Um,
Longevity and yeah.
I like Typhoon the best of that next tier. I think he had the most success of those guys. We don't know enough about Happy Humphrey, but
Yeah.
I,
And
I,
then
Akabono should probably be down. He should probably be at the last. Fuck it. Put him above Brodus. Fuck Brodus. There you go.
he had a WrestleMania match with the Big
Yeah.
Show.
Okay.
Yeah. I like Luke Gallows though. All right, that's our list, Justin.
Yeah,
What
I
do you
think that looks good. I think that looks good. If you want to do your own again, let us know. Like, put in the comments where do we screw up. We're missing Akeem on that list. Who else did we say was Elmer? We're missing. There's another guy I was thinking of earlier, another fat guy that was not on here. Adrian Adonis. He would have been
Oh,
near
that's
the
a great
top.
one.
Like that's like a
That's a
big
great one.
miss. I think that they didn't have on here. I'm sure there's others we're not thinking of
Mhm.
that belong on the list as well. But again, so look, share your thoughts on this list. Share other list ideas too. We like doing these quick hits. Throw them in the comments and we'll bang them out for you for sure. Check out everything we have to offer North South Connection. To subscribe, you get notified when we have a new video. Usually at least a video a day, pretty much for the most part. Especially going into big event weeks, like going into Backlash, Ryan, you did all the matches leading up to Backlash one a night. So
Mhm.
just a lot of cool content like that. And again, we're happy to hear your ideas, your criticisms, your feedback. Appreciate the support. Let's go get a goddamn snack.
Later, fat guys.